actually going to punch this up here. So what I'm going to do here is this is going to be plot point 1 here. Red approaches the werewolf, okay? And then they want to see the curse get done, okay? And so the midpoint here is this. Red gets Max to meet leader of the pack, Rottweiler, demonstrates the curse removal process on one werewolf who's turned back to the man and leaves. They decide to hold Red while they discuss among themselves. Now this is going to be plot point 2. That kind of actually makes more sense, too. It's a more solid dealing. This is their decision. And this is why I had the problem. This is why I moved it back, though. I moved it back because this dealing, figuring out that he can actually remove the curse, should not be the midpoint. It should be the first plot point, actually. Oh, that's weird. Have that in the inciting incident, not the first plot point. Well, how about, okay, so if we're doing this like a cliffhanger, if we're ending each point on a cliffhanger, why don't I take this, okay, let's see it here. Inciting incident. Red approaches the werewolves who don't look too welcoming as they surround, something like that. Okay, now, plot point 1. So that way there'll be an in-between time. In other words, you'll be switching character, or there'll be something else going on, or whatever. Plot point 2, plot point 1. Red lies and tells them they were never hunted, but they were cured, and says they can be cured too if they decide to join Max's army. Okay, so even that's a little bit weak, because this could all happen in like one scene, basically, and it might happen in one scene. But this is, I guess, how I'm going to go for it. Okay, so I guess I've kind of figured this out. Okay, so the second plot point now is where they decide to join Max's army. Now, climax here. The climax is how Kurt gets rid of Red, but this is from Red's perspective. She's about ready to, and she starts to leave to go find Max. We'll say to go join Max, because he's probably in the castle somewhere or something, or he's somewhere. Kurt jumps out of the bushes. They struggle. Red struggles as they tumble into the brush. That's not technically a resolution exactly, but this kind of fulfills a thing here. Climax and resolution sort of go together. This is sort of weak, but at the same time, it's not weak enough that it's... So what I got done today was I finished Red's plot outlines and her subplot. The main plot involves Red creating a werewolf army for Max because of her particular set of skills. And her subplot is searching for the werewolf that ate Grandma. And then I started working on Kurt's subplot, Kurt Wulff, since he's no longer a coward. I didn't think it would be appropriate to call him the cowardly werewolf. And so I was thinking of his main plan so far was to take over the wolf pack, to take over Rottweiler's position. And he makes a deal with Violet to dispose of Red so that Violet can put him in charge of the rest of the werewolves. And then I asked ChatGPT for some ideas for a subplot, and it came up with a thought about maybe Kurt wants to strengthen the effects of the curse, which turn them into werewolves, and that's even making them even more powerful. And I was thinking maybe he even has delusions of grandeur and might want to take over Max's whole operation if he gets that far. And then the other idea for subplot is where Kurt secretly undermines Rottweiler as a second in command and makes him ineffective, and then basically kind of reminds them what Red did to them, and starts turning people are werewolves against Rottweiler. And so I didn't actually get to making the subplot here, but I think I'm going to change the main plot to this to this more ambitious plan here that gives him more of an important role in the whole plot. Anyways, that's all I did today, and we'll see what I do next time.